better must come, 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 better must come.
The revolution begins. The 1st of February, Black History Month. rasssinternet.today. Yes, this is Mutabaruka. We want to introduce you now to Rass Internet. Rass Internet will provide you with all the things that you ever wanted to hear on your laptop and on your phone as it relates to Africa and the African experience, cultural, social, political, spiritual, religious. This is Rass Internet, a revolution in media. So all you have to do is just log in. What to do after. This is Rass Internet coming to you all the way from Kingston, Jamaica. So what we say, log in and stay tuned. It is a revolution in media. Out.
Now, ahead of our first story, we must warn you that some of the content we're about to show you may disturb some viewers. Viewer discretion is advised. We begin this evening with a story that has left members of a church in Trelawney in shock. A woman was shot dead this morning after a gunman entered the church posing as a member of the congregation. The deceased was shot multiple times. Again, we must warn you that some of the images in this report may be disturbing to some viewers, so cautionary viewing is advised. Javon Keys reports.
Praise and worship turned into cries and screams of terror. The sudden end to church no one expected. At about 10:30 Sunday morning, gunshots rang out at the Agape Christian Fellowship Church in Falmouth, Trelawney. 51-year-old Andrea Logarwood was shot dead, trauma for her family and those who were at the church. Andrea was a bank employee and a resident of Danieltown Road in the parish. We understand she was praying when she received the fatal bullet. She was shot multiple times. Her killer was seated in the congregation right behind her. He escaped in a waiting motor car, but left behind a cell phone.
Police are following strong leads, and we believe that in a few days we can wrap up the investigation in this matter.
3 men have so far been taken into police custody, and the getaway car has been retrieved. A motive has not yet been established. National Security Minister Dr. Horace Chang says an incident like this highlights the need for more strict security measures, similar to the curfew put in place due to COVID-19.
The police have to be able to do the same, pretty much similar activity to surround your quarantine the community, find those who are the carriers of the perpetrators and carriers of criminal activity, and if necessary, detain them to save lives. There is no other way to stop this kind of epidemic except to control those who are the carriers of the criminal disease.
Javon Keys, TVJ News.
Meanwhile, Member of Parliament for Trelawney Northern, Tova Hamilton, has reacted to the incident.
This is quite heartrending, and the entire constituency is in a state of shock. I had an opportunity to speak with church members who were present during the incident, and they're traumatized. There were children in the midst, and they're horrified. They witnessed violence no child should ever see, experienced trauma no child should ever endure. Heinous crimes of this nature are unacceptable and should not be happening anywhere, more so during the course of worship.
My overview, it happened in a church overview already, you know. A man walk going to church and shoot a woman, right? And that is the on the lip side, like it's the worst thing could happen in Jamaica, that it have all the, what them call it? It have all the 200 guns. 200 guns and make statement now like, wow, it's what it's about in Jamaica. Yeah, we're there with you. This is the Stepping Razor, the art of war. As we have said, difficulties in top of difficulties. We see say the call where the America reached down here last night, probably and the night before. I don't know which part in Jamaica you're there, but me I tell you last night and the night before was like me the America, man. And then now we see the rainforest really looking cool now because the rain a fall. I still don't know where you there, but which part I there? The rain is falling, it looks so nice. Especially like how the things them just look red, gold, and green. Okay, so couple of things here. We hear that them going to put a rate on the $20 bill in America. I don't know if anybody knows a rate man, but you know, you need to go up and your Google because a whole heap of youth there them here there right now. A farm full with them tablet and I do all sort of things except studying. And especially like how this month is Black History Month. The students should be taking the opportunity to go search out some historical references as it relates to Africa and as it relates to the history and the contribution that Africa make to the world. Only if we don't get nothing historical, we don't know nothing about Africa, yet you can't tell you what is the capital of this country, what is the capital of that country in America and Europe. You understand? So this Black History Month, even though a youth named Damian Crawford, they say Black History Month not relevant at Jamaica because it's an American thing. And it is because of the plight of the Black Americans in America by white people, why it was necessary to create Black History Month. Well, we are going to tell you to say, people look on Jamaica as a vanguard to really, what we call the African spirit because of the music and because of the Rastafari movement. But most Jamaican don't know nothing about Africa, don't know nothing about the struggle of African people or even the people them in Jamaica. Because most time you call a youth and say, oh, tell me something about Marcus Garvey. All them can tell you says Marcus Garvey was born in St. Anne. The teacher them don't even know what the UNIA stand for, which is a travesty, given that Marcus Garvey is the first national hero. It's very weird for you to at school and talk to some student, and the teacher themselves don't know what UNIA stand for. So I can't really buff the student them if them don't know, because it's a simple thing. So Black History Month is one of them things that we reflect. Reflect on the past, reflect on what is happening, reflect on the contributions that our ancestors gave to civilization. Even though them claim so we never civilized, we run up and down and go boom, 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 in a jungle. And Tarzan come rescue it. It's joke business. So all them iPad and iPhone and tablet, whatever they want to call it, we should have used them. Because the teacher them look like, not the teacher them, the parents them look like them now monitor the picture them at daytime to see what the hell them doing. As a matter of fact, it look like the parents them take part in the craziness when the student buck up some little Ray and Lele and said, Mama, watch her. Them gone in the Ray and Lele with the picture them too. It's a serious thing. So, we just say Black History Month is a reflection time, and it's very important, especially now, because we need something to uplift the spirit. You know, it can't be just doom and gloom, you understand? We need something to uplift the spirit. And one of the things that can uplift the spirit is to know that there are things that your great grandparents did in history. A lot of the simple little things that were in your house. Simple little things in your house was invented by black people. You know, even the said stoplight, where you see car stop, red, gold, and green, when them stop at stoplight. It's a black man invented. You know, so we have to really get the youth them going and get the youth them involved with this thing, because we have more white thinking in our head than most countries, you know, people look at we like say we some leader in consciousness and all these things. The consciousness only come through the music and through Rasta, and you know, and few Pan-Africanists, you know, and we who dey on the radio for years, Cabo dey on the radio for years, I pump certain things and I want them. I dey on the radio for years, I pump certain things and I want them. Now we see a whole heap of other ones come and I pump certain things and I want them. And the people, them, especially the youth, them call themselves millennials. They're not interested in that nothing more than Ray and Lele. That is what they're interested in. They want to go to America, because that is what they're saving there, grace there. So we need some kind of reflection. And we can start with Marcus Garvey, you know. Marcus Garvey, Philosophy and Opinion should be a mandatory book. In a school, mandatory, Marcus Garvey, Philosophy and Opinions. And as the first national hero, we can't say we don't want him book because he said certain things in the book. Because it's a certain thing that Marcus Garvey said why he is a national hero. And he was a national hero more than most of them where we see them put as national, well not most of them, but some of them where we see them put as national hero. I only for one don't know nothing about Sam Sharp. Nothing. Most youth don't know nothing about Sam Sharp. And it's not that knowing thing about Sam Sharp will affect the price of bread or whatsoever. But it is a motivational and inspiring story to hear about people who them call slaves, who them deem as 3/5 of human being. They create such a revolution that it could have turned the tides of slavery. It could turn the tides of slavery, and that is what took place with Sam Sharp. Sam Sharp rebellion was the point of which slavery now, they would have to go examine the whole thing about slavery. You understand? So we need to understand that. So we have talked about why we say that is just because we are telling about the $20 bill in America. They might change the face of the $20 bill. Yes, and there's a woman they might put on it, a black woman. Yes, remember that. Anytime you see that face, you're going to know. Say, you have to go really examine who is this woman, why they put her upon the $20 bill in America. You understand? Now, last week we say, I bet you as me gone, so when we come back, something terrible going to happen than last week now, where everything what happened last week come out of the minds of the people then. The killing of the street people then on the road was the main thing, the whole of last week. The killing of the street people then. You hear anything about it this week? No, you know what you hear about now? A man go in a church. It's not the first it's happening in a church. I remember Harborview. It happened in a church Harborview already, you know. A man go in a church and shoot a woman. Right? And that is the on the lip side, like it's the worst thing could happen in Jamaica, that it have all the, what them call it, it have all the 200 guns. 200 guns that make statement now like, wow, is what is going on in Jamaica. Like you can't believe it. But not only that now. And next, them kill a next person, them kill a person, you know. A priest, yeah, gunshot. And from the year start, I don't know if everybody have gun. You have a gun? No. You have no gun? No, it come like every youth have a gun, Rasta. This is an unusual stepping razor. But we still say Black History Month stepping razor. We didn't mention about the dollar bill in America, but we have a very pressing thing with them on my back. I mean, it's so pressing that it just way out. Now, remember we did interview a prisoner. I think last week we interviewed the prisoner, right? Well, we have been getting a lot of calls from inside the prison. Getting a lot of calls from inside the prison. And I don't know if the Minister of Justice ever go down at the prison yet. Brethren, when we go down there, you know, When we just are coming out, we used to call prison hell. Right now, a hell down there. And the hell is caused by some unscrupulous warders who's hell-bent and doing things to the prisoners them where it's not humane, it's not ethical, and I know most of them is not Christian. It's not Christian. The things them that is going on in that prison, I now go tell you, say, 2 somebody I tell me lie, 3 somebody I tell me lie. Because according to what I hear, and it's a reoccurring decimal in the whole thing, that the warders them, I don't know if them get a license to do things. But last year, late in the last year, I did talk about a prisoner who a warder killed. And then now we hear about the COVID thing. But the COVID thing is a pressing thing in a prison and it is not being addressed. It is not being addressed by the government of Jamaica, by the Minister of Justice, are 200 guns. 200 guns having things so occupied now that if we're going to deal with some old criminal and thing, it's unbelievable. But what happened to the minister? We have a Minister of Justice, by the way. I mean, really. No, I don't like ask the authorities. Why is it that the sentries them in the sentry box I fire so much shot every day? And I know why them a fire the shot, but it's not helping outside. The people them who is the culprit outside is not being affected by it. The prisoners them inside. Now I want to tell the people them what is happening there in GP. Because of the reluctance of things getting into the prison for the prisoners, including food, because the water them take a whole heap of the food and carry home, the flour, the seasoning and all them something, they carry home, go feed for them picnic and them woman and them man and all them something there. I want to find out now, what can be done for people who's coming to the wall of GP and throwing things over the wall? That is the reason for the gunshots from the sentry. Because them getting afraid. And them give the sentry them some gun with the gun them. Them don't know for fire the gun them. So throw them and a fire gun. Them a fire gun all inside of the prison. And a cause damage not only to certain places with the prisoner them there, but damage to the prisoner them themselves. No, I don't know if the authorities know this, but I know say warders must know that people is coming to the wall to throw over things for people who them have in there. You know, toothpaste and toilet issues and tissues and wishes and all the things then that is necessary. Sometimes our cell phone get thrown over the wall. And anytime the sentry them see this thing happen, and the south wall to the beach, I think you have 2 sentry box at east side, and if I remember clearly, you have 2 sentry box on the south side, and then you have the side to Raytown, where I am told that most people get them goods from over that side of it. Yes. So I want to get back to this reasoning about GP and the atrocities. Because not only in a GP, the atrocities there, you know. Even in the place where them old children are teenagers, there are atrocities going on. But we are talking about the prison because it is more rampant and prevalent inside a GP, where a whole heap of the prisoners them have COVID inside it. So. And the question is asked, and we have to ask it again, you know. If prisoners are locked up inside a prison, and then all of a sudden, you hear say, because none of the prisoners them now come out and come back in and come out and come back in. So if the prisoner them is in there locked up, how them get COVID? Why is it that no pressure is placed on the warders them? no great big testing. We don't hear about no big testing. We hear them. We hear the minister, what name? Baby father, not baby father. What name again? Tufton. Tufton go down there and attack. And, well, maybe not even him. They go down there now. Maybe I'm technocrats. Them go down there and tell him, say, boy, right now, how much prisoner down there have thing, and it's on it. What happened to this water them? Is the water them carry the COVID going out of prison? It's not the prisoner them carry COVID going out of prison because them already in the prison. It's the water them carry the COVID inside of the prison. And it is creating havoc. It's creating havoc because if the prisoner them ball out about certain things, them going to get a beating, them going to take away all them things, them going to put them in a cell where, you know, and torment them. Who is responsible for the warders? Where is the Minister of Justice in all of this? Where is the Minister of Justice? I mean, we understand about criminals and criminals in a prison. But criminals in a prison don't mean that them is not human being. Criminals in prison don't mean that it's not human being. I don't know a whole heap of one up there say, oh, them for dead. You have a whole heap of man, you have a whole heap of people who say that, you know. Say, oh, them for dead. There are ones in there that did not commit no crime to be in there. Them just at the wrong place at the wrong time, and police grab them and throw them in there and charge them. And there are many in there that was not charged for anything till them gone getting insane. There's a whole heap of insane prisoners in prison. Whole heap of them. What happened to the doctor? Them was supposed to go into the prison, go test the prisoner, them health, if them have blood pressure, cholesterol. I guess them is prisoners, so them no need to get tested that. We hear about the things them we are going on in America, where them say the prisoner them going to be given vaccine in America. Them are telling the prisoner them going to give the prisoner them vaccine. Who's going to give these prisoners vaccine? Because them is hell-bent and letting the one them, hey, watch a man. You see the government, because the government people, the 20% how much percent put them in charge of them business. I don't know what is happening to this government. I don't know what is happening to this government. Why is it that Jamaica have the largest amount of COVID cases in the Caribbean? Eh? And we use it, everybody did that boast. I just say, you know, don't count your chicken before them hatch. Don't count them before them hatch, you know. And we say, when Jamaica was supposed to be opening back and the World Health Organization was very proud of that, and Puffy, the Minister of Tourism, was letting in back the people, them, and this and that and all sort of thing, and they never want Jamaicans to come inside in a Jamaica and all thing, and people have to ball out and make them come in. And now everywhere locked down. England is locked in and out. You can't believe that. And still them make plans for tourism. Them still make plans for tourism. Them not say America locked down them place. And I threaten and I say, them I want them citizens to be careful how them come to Jamaica, not because of COVID only, but because of the crime. Because the crime have escalated to some serious proportion. I mean, everybody have a gun, Rasta. I mean, I understand that. Every youth have a gun. Because it's come like, it doesn't look like, it look like every youth have a gun to me. Because I just, as you turn on, say, you hear one man get shot, murder, while it's up, shot, and it's pure shooting, pure shooting a gun. What is these people doing? Where is the Minister of Justice? Justice. I'm not talking about the Minister of National Security now. I'm talking about the Minister of Justice. The prisoner them need some protection from the warders. The prisoner them need some protection from the warders. The warders them is creating a situation where you might hear rioting at the prison GP, General Penitentiary, where people going to get killed on both sides. On both sides. A prisoner hang himself, you hear anything about it? You hear anything about the prisoner hang himself? And them know about it, you know. Them know about it. Them know about the prisoner hang himself, just like how them didn't know about the prisoner where the warder kill. And it hush hush. Hush hush. And when we say it, no, it sounds like we have spread propaganda and we don't have no, what them call, we don't have no evidence and no proof and all them something. If you don't have no proof, go down there, go find out if it's lie we are tell, or if it's something we are say we don't go so. If we don't feel so we don't have no proof, go down to GP and do some investigation and see if it's lie we are tell, or we are talking things we don't go so. Because the only thing them have addressed is the COVID. And them now address the COVID, the origin of the COVID inside of the prison. Common sense, capital sense, and all the sense must tell you say, if the prisoners is locked up in GP, them could not give themselves COVID. It's more somebody carry the COVID going there. It's just that we are saying. And the only people that we are going in and out every day is the warder them. And it may sound like we are coming down for the warder, but the warder them is the ones them who's making the prisoners them life miserable. Miserable. And you know you say, if you push a dog around for so long, one day the dog will turn and bite you. If you back up a rat in a car, I'm going to jump on you. You understand? And we are telling you, say, if the watchman said the danger, I don't want the people to blow up, the people going to be on his shoulder. And we are telling you no. We are telling you, say, there's a time bomb set inside a GP. A time bomb ready to blow up inside the Tower Street prison. A time bomb going to explode in there. I want to talk about a physical time bomb. We're not talking about that because man century of fire shot. What is going on? No prisoner not try escape. No prisoner not try escape. But the century them a fire shot. And I create madness inside of the prison itself. And then we are telling people them say, must desist from throwing things over the wall. Because that only I make the problem become weird. You know, I tell you, I say, I'm going to go sit down, you know. It shall look for me like it must be crazy, you know, but I go down there. I go down there. You understand? I go down there, really and truly, because I don't understand it. I don't understand how these things are happening and it past the ministers, the government ministers who are responsible for all these things. That is why when we are talking against politicians, we just talk, I want no business. Because we see say them is like them do have no balls. Them do have no balls. Them do have neither football nor ping pong ball. And 200 guns that try to tell you all sorts of things now. Them are talk about this person. We're going at the church will kill the woman. Like it's the first something terrible like that. Last week, all the prime minister I talk about the man where them kill on the road them, and them I say no why them catch him and all them stuff there. And gunshot all over the place, everywhere you turn. Bam, 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 everywhere you go, everywhere. You see this thing happen. And me I say, but wait, where we living? A Beirut we live, or a Gaza we live? Or where we live? Or where we live? This is supposed to be a little America. And we have baby Trump run the country. Or little America and baby Trump. I mean, little America, not to stay that way, the man. You don't check how much people get murdered since the year start. I wonder if you don't check how much people get murdered since the year start. How much gun, how much cocaine. I mean, it's like a big thing now. Them all a big guy done so for $60 million. Them a charge $60 million worth of cocaine. We are telling you. I mean, really. Really. Where we going back? We going way back in some 70s time. You know, in the 70s, we going back, you know. You know, so you can't get, by the way, all ganja so scarce. Oh, all of a sudden ganja scarce in Jamaica, you can't get no ganja. But every youth have a gun. I'm not exaggerating, you know. I'm not exaggerating. It is easier to get a gun in Jamaica than a pound of ganja. And me not smoke ganja. Me not sell ganja. But me know it is easier because I have a whole heap of brethren a deal in a ganja. It is ganja gone all at $20,000 a pound in a Jamaica. $20,000 a pound. Eh? Imagine that. $20,000 a pound. Eh? Last year they had $3,000 a pound for it. But you can't get it. Ganja is like gun now. It's not even like gun because you can't get gun. Oh, we reach a stage where in the land where everybody are heal up Jamaican ganja. Right now, it's easier for you to get a gun. It's easier. Wow. May I tell you, man, it's pathetic. Very pathetic in this time, yeah. For no say, and cocaine. A long time you know, you about no woolly for cocaine and all them things there, you know. More time you just hear say, why I want to go to airport and swallow some drugs, and you know, and you say, right, you have like 5-10 packets of coke in them. But them all like catch some big load of ganja, you know. No, me, your man catch all $2 billion worth of coke. It's so like Chicago. It's like Chicago in the Dillinger Al Capone days. And Wembley, John F. Kennedy, father there. His father. I said, what we it? Oh, it reaches, sir. Oh, it reaches, sir. Oh, it just fire up so sudden. Which part of the big guys them there who do these things behind the corner? The politicians know them and them friend. But because them get spin off and kick back and kick down and kick round, them are ush it out, them are all the big guys, them are all the little guys and the little guys. The small fish, want to the big fish. Want to the big fish. Because me used to them older man down at St. James, you know. Me used to them older man at St. James, you know. I want to know carry him go to remand center up at Jamaica House. Because I have a big remand center up at Jamaica House, and that somebody do wrong, with them know, them just send him go up at Jamaica House, you know. I saw it around there, you know. I want them to do something with a reach up at Jamaica House. Eh? Because out there, you know, it look like everybody will do something with them no want to do the thing around here, you know. I'm not even a friend of mine, but a friend of my wife, right? She'll drive go home. And this is serious, you know. She'll drive go home, you know. And her car feel like a puncher, you know. Because she go in her car when she driving, she feel like a puncher. It's when she look through the rearview mirror. It's 2 bike man at the behind her. And so she not stop. So you know, you see, true, she realized that it a mash up the tire. And she not in her yard. She turn in her gate where it's not fair yard and start to ball out, you know. And the security come for her and say, she say, some man there behind me, and the man pull him gun on, and a pure gunshot, the 2 man on the bike start fire, you know. Pure gunshot, because she was at the car, you know. She was at the car. It's a lucky thing, she turned this on now to somebody now who have a gun, can deal with the situation, you know. You understand? And me I say, so every time you look on a man now, you have to just, it's like COVID, you have to act me like a COVID. You have to assume, say, the next person have something, COVID, in asymptomatic and all, symptomatic, what they want to tell you about. You have to just feel like, say, it's that a God. Guiltiness, stress under your conscience. That is what we are talking about, you know, right now. And we want that thing go to all of the ones them who feel, say, why we are defend the prisoner them when them done murder people and all them something. Look here. Human being a human being. And if you put them in a facility where them supposed to really reconstruct them mind and themselves so that when them come out, them can be a better person. You can't treat them like animal, because when them come out, them are going to prey upon people again. And that is why you have things named rehabilitation. But obviously, no rehabilitation now go on in a Jamaica prison for the prisoner them. And when you hear water, take with the food, them and carry go home. Nobody now really deal with them something. We don't hear nobody deal with them something. Why? It's too small, it's too minor. Well, you know, it's the minor things lead to major things, you know. We are telling you that, you know. It's a minor thing lead to major things. You know, so you have some place, I think we said this already, you know. You have some place where them are torture, you know, them tie you down with your head up in at the ceiling, you know, with your face up at the ceiling. And them have some little drip of water dripping on your forehead. Just a dripping on your forehead. Tip, 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 tip. And all that go on for all days in your forehead. A torture that, you know. A torture that. Because sometimes you all lay down or you sit down and you hear a pipe a drip, you know, and it annoy you. So you can just imagine when that same water a drip in your forehead for days and days and days. Well, right now, we are telling you, say, that little water can create a river. Yes, that little water can create a river. And we are saying, if you don't know mind sharp, I tell you, you know, if you don't know mind sharp, you're not going to hear some terrible things go on. So you better rectify the thing quick. Minister of Justice, Minister of National Security, Minister of Health, Prime Minister, all of these people were responsible for the well-being of Jamaican citizens. Because me know a whole heap of prisoners will become my national heroes. Me know a whole heap of man right now, like Paul Bogle, will start a rebellion. Taki will create a rebellion. The man, they are criminal in them time, they know, criminal. Those people were criminals in those times. And now those criminals are national heroes. When me say, those criminals are now national hero. Sam Sharp, criminal. Whole heap of criminal. Fight against the Mama in Kenya. Criminals. Yet still now they are heroes in the struggle. Nelson Mandela were criminals, yet still them come to be. Nelson Mandela is Jesus Christ to white people. Yet still he was a criminal, and him come out of prison after 27 years and be one of the most revered black men in our time, yeah. So when you talk about criminals, you must watch it, because the biggest criminal them not in the four walls. The biggest criminals them is not found in the four walls. This is the stepping razor, the art of war. Look how much songs make, look how much poetry written. And that is it. May I tell you? So if we are sing the song them and I write the poem them to temper the tempo, and the ones them who supposed to do them work not doing it properly, what else can we do? What else can we do as citizens? Because we are write the poems them and I plead on radio, we're on radio. But there's something or some ones that is behind the scene. We have them big money and them big political connection and make the thing come like we not try. And the youth them a cry out. But guess what now? You know, say the thing them a turn, you know, and it going to turn, and it must turn. It not going to stay so all the while. It not going to stay so all the while. So all we can do is just go and do what we're supposed to do. We have the mic in front of we, and we have so-called influence in a certain place. We just do what we have to do. Just do what we have to do. Because what else can we do after that? It's all about the youth, them. The youths of today. We don't have to do nothing else, you know. That one tune there says it all. We can't just done the program. Yeah, we can't just done the program, believe you me. After that tune there, how much I wanna listen to what the brethren say? Maccabee out of England. It's a serious thing. Serious thing. And when we look on really the situation, and people here we talk about politicians all the while, but the crooks are the problem is the politician them. That's the crooks are the problem. After we know idiot. The crooks are the problem is the politician them. And now them can't control. It's like the COVID. The politician them come like COVID. Yeah man. The politician them come like COVID. I mean, I don't know, the gunman them come like the Spanish flu. Yeah, Spanish flu. Because really actually, when you look at where I go on, the thing just sneak up on you, you don't know where to turn. You don't know where to turn. And when you turn, it catch you in a bind, man. It catch you in a bind. I tell you, man, it's a serious thing. Most gunmen poor. It's a serious thing. Most gunmen poor. What we're going to do, that is the thing. You know, I mean, what we're going to do now, give everybody a gun in Jamaica. Look like everybody needs to get a gun in Jamaica, you know, because a whole heap of the man them who have it, them seem to use it as them tool, them tool for hustle, yes, and murder people. And then when you know say, and it's true the youth them know that, you know, the chances of them getting captured is like we out there. So according to the statistics, them say 70% of the people them who commit crime, the chance of them won't get catch. And we hear things that linger in a court that we don't hear about it. All them big guys where we are hear about how much them did all in a 2019, 2018 there. All them things they just a linger through them while we forget it. Yeah man, it just a linger and while we forget. And then little more you see the people them going back to them normal life and move out of the remand center up at Jamaica House. You know, see it and back to them friend 200 guns and Puffy and you know, baby Trump and all them things. But I mean, I tell you, you know, so Jackass said the world no level. They have a truth and rights we I work with. So, I don't remember if it's last week we did I tell the one them say, the Israeli them, the country of Israel vaccinate most of them citizens already, but them don't want to give the Palestinians none of the vaccines. Now you know the problem with the Israeli and the Palestinians them, but the Israeli them responsible for the Palestinians them, you understand? But spite them. Well, this week we see the Russian them send some vaccine go to Palestine. The Russian them send for them vaccine go to Palestine, and now we hear that the Israeli them is offering the Palestinian them some vaccine. That is really weird. Meanwhile in America, them gone nearly 20 million people vaccinated. Nearly 20 million people vaccinated already. And now we hear that our government is searching for vaccines and them evil try out China and Cuba to see if them can get enough because them don't pay for some already, you know. I don't remember which part it come from, but here one out. You see the Chinese one, you not talk about don't trust America. You don't trust America. China and America in a wobble, you know. Yeah, it's not that I don't trust the Chinese and them vaccine, but I call a sister, I shall not call her name on the radio. I call her sister the other day, we call her sister the other day, and she said, well, she don't come out her house none at all, and she said, She not come out her house because she a wait for the Cuban vaccine. She a wait for the Cuban vaccine to come out her house. I guess more people will trust the Cuban vaccine for some reason or another. They will trust the Cuban vaccine. But that's the way to go. That's the way to go. But I really want somebody to explain to me this. That Haiti, I have been to Haiti more than one time, more than two times, and trust me, the infrastructure in Haiti is not a lovely thing to see, especially if you go to Port-au-Prince. If you go in Port-au-Prince there, I mean, it's terrible. Haiti have 10 million people. 10 million. And them claim that Haiti is the poorest country. Poorest country. Haiti. I can tell you some things where I see in Haiti there. For sure you how poor them is that. You could have say, Muta, where you get them foolishness there from? So I'm going to hold it still. But Haiti have 10 million people, very poor country, infrastructure terrible. Yet still, Jamaica, which is a little America, can somebody explain to me how is it that Jamaica have more COVID infection than Haiti? I mean, I say Haiti, how come Haiti not have enough? Well, I would expect, say, give the propagandas that them spread by Haiti all the while. You would have, Haiti should have been in the highest level in the Caribbean. But Jamaica have the most COVID cases in the Caribbean. Jamaica have 16,200, that them say. At that it reach? Something wrong, man. I know 16,000 it reach. At 16,000 it reach. Can somebody please correct me, please? Because I never ever say that. But COVID 80 is 11,000. I add 11,600 and something. 600 and enough. And 245 dead. 245 dead. I was told that Jamaica have 350. Wait, that's so far the thing reach. What were we there? 350 are dead. And 16,000 COVID cases. Is she in? 16,000 are we there? Me in a cocoon, Rasta. Wait there. Is women there? No, sir. Trust me. I mean, I quarantine. I nothing. I mean, never know, say, Jamaica got 16,000 odd COVID cases and 355 dead. And 16,200 of them dead, gone.
Yeah, man, the figures have reached to that since this week.
Okay, all right. Well, the thing have a long span of not hearing. Anyway, the COVID cases in Haiti is 11,690 odd. And them have 245 dead. Recovery is 9,000. But I must live in some rat hole to rotted. Recovery is 9. We're talking about 80 now. We are talking about 80 is 11,690 odd cases, and the recovery is 9,114, and the death is 245. Jamaica is 16,250. The recovery is 12,174, and the death is 355. Rasta. 355. I never know such reach so far. The other day we did a boast. It's like, when the brother named Puffton, why them always make a man who is not a medical doctor be the Minister of Health? I would have thought that the Minister of Health would be a medical doctor. You know, that's like how the Minister of Agriculture would be a farmer. I don't know if I have it wrong. Because them man don't know nothing about where the portfolio where them are involved in. You know? The Prime Minister should be a preacher. Yeah, but no, but seriously now. How that possible that last year everybody did a push up and say, well, we're doing quite fine. We're not doing quite fine. We're not doing quite fine. We're not doing quite fine. Because I never know say it did go 6,000. And I never know say actually I still did a thing say it got at 200 dead. And that I did a think I think 255. Yeah, yes. So here we know. We're going to come forward. So we ask the question, how come Haiti have less death and less infection than Jamaica? We kind of know the answer still, because as little America, we saw nyami and grabby. Even though we see where are going, we still tell the people them say grand fine beaches and this and that, and we have some little people down here where them well want to see tourists. You understand? And that is really where we are paying for now. We are paying for that. So we are opening up the place. We can open up the place and don't get involved with certain things with the too near. It's like South Africa. South Africa have the most COVID cases. I don't know why they have the most COVID cases. Because every day you have a flight left from England and go to South Africa. Every day. Every day you have a flight from Paris and go to South Africa. South Africa even have a new strain. May I tell you? Them say South Africa have a new strain of the virus. Just like how them find a new strain in England. And them find one in Brazil too. So it have them giddy now. Because them wonder if the COVID, the vaccine will they make, if it will have any use against the new strain of them find. I mean, I think it's 14 million people get vaccinated in America already. 14 million. And enough of them get them second dose, according to it. Them second dose. So them kind of feel more secure because according to where we are here, the death seem to be it now increase like the other day, especially amongst the nurses them and the caretaker them, the people them who are care for the sick. You know, it was a big thing the other day with a whole heap of death going over there. So, but apparently since the vaccine, them don't see a big spread of death amongst the nurses them. So I guess it look like something at work. So them are asked now, there's a big conversation, is it? Why is it that people of color is so skeptical, like black people and brown people and all them things, is so skeptical about the vaccine? Well, them are going like them don't know why. Them don't know why people of color and other people. Look here, man. Them they have a thing named smallpox. And them put in the Native American them blanket. Them put smallpox in the blanket and give the Native American them. We've mentioned this all over. Them have a thing named the Tuskegee experiment. Tuskegee experiment when them the syphilis, when them claim so them have a cure for syphilis, and them put it in a black people, and for years, it a go on, the experiment a go on, and nothing never happened. More than say the people them are dead. And it was clear in the 70s that them find out that the Tuskegee experiment, them have a book named Bad Blood, where them tell you all about the Tuskegee experiment. And this is not a conspiracy theory. We are telling you that. This is not a conspiracy theory because when Clinton was president, he apologized for that history, that American history, where them was really killing our black people because they put a syphilis experiment on them. Yes, so that is one of some of the reasons why people of color, according to them, what them call people of color, is very skeptical about that vaccine thing. Plus, it has been amplified. It has been amplified since the COVID with certain people. We have all sorts of little theory. All of a sudden, I see some little youth in Jamaica, a big expert on vaccine and RNA and DNA and microchips in the vaccine and all these things. And, you know, I mean, really, some youth come try to explain to me what them read. I say, Bridget, I read that already, you know. I may not believe certain things. I not so easy to believe things. You have to give me some evidence. You know what I'm saying? So now we see the world is clamoring for the vaccine. People have said the vaccine come too quick. That's why them not trust it. All sorts of things people are saying now. But we're going to see, we're going to wait and see what's going to happen. We're going to wait and see what's going to happen because something got to give, man, because really and truly, people are getting crazy. People are getting crazy because it look like some Rasta. COVID gone at them head. Some reggae artists, we don't know where I go. It's where I go out though. But I have to say COVID is a traumatic experience. Reach all this bridge where we do this one tune. Last time I interviewed some Bobo on the cutting edge, you know. Very cordial, it was very nice. I mean, really nice reason and we got through. Not like the one where they called me 2 weeks ago where the man raised my blood pressure when I look on all the door, that's my blood pressure, I go through all the door. I tell you, the man, me don't know anyway. And I say, me remember when we did have Bobo as a, to me personally, I don't know what the next one. When me look on Bobo in a Jamaica with them turban and robe and them broom and all them talk, my lord, and you know, all the things them that is respectable. Because that is how Prince Manuel have it. Prince Manuel is a very respectable man. Right? Very respectable Rasta. You may not agree with a whole heap of them theological beliefs and all them something there. You understand? But very respectable, very decent and all them things. You can't say, you see Bobo involved in that sort of thing. No. You have some man who wrap them head in a Rasta. And me I tell you, say, me can't believe what me I say. Come here, look on a video with one artist there. How am name again? Anyway, me I look on one video with one artist there, and me I tell you, me I say weird. Then the man couldn't even put on a little plastic bag for the bed Rasta. I mean, apart from me know him have locks, you know, and me know him still. Me never see no, well, me never talk about, me never see no twisty locks, man, do a video like that yet. Me I tell you, me never see a twisted man do a video like that. Much less a man who locks have turban pan the head Rasta. Turban. You know what is that turban to a Bobo? You know much thing Bobo go through for them turban when them go out of Bing and don't want to take off them turban. And this man have some little girls. Them bottom gone up in the ear and them front gone down in the... I mean, me never see nothing like that yet. I don't know, it's a COVID jumping in my head. A COVID jumping at that man the head Rasta. COVID jumping at him head. Nobody can tell me nothing. The man they have some serious concussion of COVID. And good all him about Spanish flu and SRST and PQR and some disease when not reach there yet, that reach him. So everybody have to go move far from him now. Because I'm good have all the COVID where not reach there yet. COVID, well, where we there now? 21 COVID. Him could have COVID 30. COVID 30, I have to go make a video like that. Me don't understand these people, Rasta. I them lose track of what is the aim of Rastafari in Jamaica. What's the aim of Rastafari? I mean, really and truly, every man have a little thing about him. But if you put that panel at YouTube where you know that can't come off again. All when him reach all at 90, you know. Him supposed to look at that and get off, you know, because by them time the man a Rasta again, you know. No, him not Rasta again. But we should die him no Rasta again. So him can look back on it and get off. You understand? Go back all him fist and all. You know the way there? It's supposed to have back all him fist when him look at all that. When him all 80, 70-year-old. Him look at that and I say, wow. You know? Why a man? Why all right, I say why a man? Why a Rasta man, a musician, an artist, a reggae artist, would I mean, Mr. Man, I make videos still, you know, and naked woman in there, you know, them kind of weird and thing. You know, I say, right, I don't really agree with that, you know, because I don't think a black woman, the only thing black woman can do in a video, when a man in the video, is wind up them bottom in the front of the camera. You know, see it? Me can't have a woman in a video when now wind up. When we have a video where a woman now wind up still, when we do in South Africa. But that's not so appealing to Jamaica, so just make it stay in South Africa. But why a man that want to make a video in a state of being where I'm supposed to be? Where all black woman can do in a video is having a panty, a denim panty, because denim panty, I don't call that shorts, a denim panty them have on. Why a little young daughter, everybody are wear denim panty now, with them crutches, the thing itch up in them crutches and all them something. I mean, I say, why a man would have want, I mean, a Rasta man, a man who have a turban on him head, where a ball out, holy man, Elijah. Hey, just for man, the man they attack, what are the light them should just jump on him head on stage. No, I'm serious about it, you know. What they light them should have jump on him head on the stage, Rasta. Why a man, a Rasta man, claims him a Rasta man, with a turban on him head, go make a video like that? What is the purpose of making a video like that? Why are you putting your belief system backwards and put it behind you and not recognizing that the image that you are projecting is not conducive and is not related to nothing where you say you deal with? Nothing where you say you deal with. I mean, if you go rent a hotel, if you are a shy woman, them going out, go rent to a hotel and stay in there with them. Make sure to them have an iPhone. That's because you're in the same madness again. But do what you want to do behind closed door and, you know what I mean? I know business. But you can make that public, Rasta. Public. That's what I tell all of you about Rasta. Them and say, boy, I mean, the Rasta business, you know, Muta, because I see all a bobo. I see all a bobo there, they are wind up on some woman where me not hand them something there publicly. Eh? No, sir. Disgrace. Total disgrace. Me I say that. Total disgrace. Total disgrace. Me I say that publicly. You understand? I mean, no, so the bubble them feel away. The bubble them feel away, Rasta. Because if me feel away, me no feel away, say, it will affect me, you know, because that can't affect me, you know. That can't affect me, you know. But if you just say that in front of me, you know, me never tell you the honest truth, you know. In all of the wind up video them we see, you know. And the most wind up me ever see that video. No, tell the truth, Reggie. No, me know you love the wind up video them. You love the wind up video them, man. No, the most wind up you ever see that video. Because all massive wind up in that video, you know. It look like the Rasta inside them more. You know, it's like him get them more excited. That say, yes, them a wine up for your bubble. Them a go exaggerate the whining. No, me I tell you, one of them look like them have a belt between them leg and you know, that tell you, hey, you talk about them